Good morning, boys and girls. We are on Module 13 today. You guys are doing a great job. Look at how far we've come. Today we are going to start two-digit addition and subtraction. There's a warm-up in this book right at the start of Module 13, and this is great just to get your brains going thinking about math. These are just like the number bonds you learned in kindergarten. Here's our sum, the total. Okay, and we're saying 6 plus what is 13? 9 is this addend, plus what other addend equals 13? 9 plus what is 13? Over here, same thing. You're thinking 3 plus what is 13? Okay, this is just a great way to warm our brains up for today's activity. Okay, on the back, same thing. It's just a way to get you thinking about math. Excuse me. Once you are done with that, let's jump into lesson 1. Use a 100 chart to show two-digit addition and subtraction. I can use a number chart to add or subtract two-digit numbers. So let's spark our learning. Are we ready? The question is down here at the bottom of your book, so listen carefully. There are 36 birds in a tree. More birds come. Now there are 56 birds in the tree. How many birds come to the tree? Well, we have our hundreds chart right here. So let's fill in what we already know. There are blank birds. If I look down at the bottom problem, I know there are 36 birds. There are 36 birds. Then blank more birds come. More birds come. Do we know? No. I'm going to leave it blank. I always draw a box, which means I don't know. That's the unknown. Now there are blank birds in the tree. Well, we can look down at the bottom. Now there are 56 birds in the tree. Our job is to figure out what number goes here. I know at the end of the problem we have 56 birds. I know when we start there are 36. Well, let's find the amount of birds we start with. So I'm going to look onto my hundreds chart and find the 36. And I'm going to shade that in. I also know at the end of the problem we have 56 birds. So I'm going to go ahead and circle that 56. I need to figure out how many birds came. If I think back to last week and I use a 100 chart, if I go down or up the chart, I'm counting by tens. Well, let's start here and count by tens. 10, 20. Again, I'm going to start here. Count by tens. 10, 20. How many birds came? 20. Go ahead and turn the page. Build understanding. How can you use the 100 chart to solve these problems? There are 30 frogs in a pond. Some frogs hop away. There are 10 frogs left. How many frogs hop away? Well, I know there are 30 frogs in the pond. Slide it over a little. Go ahead and color in the number we start with, which is 30. Some frogs hop away. We don't know. There are 10 frogs left. Well, I'm going to circle the number we end on. Just like we did on the build understanding part. I know when I count up and down on a 100 chart, I'm going to count by tens. 10, 20. How many frogs hop away? 10, 20. 20 frogs hop away. Haley sees 38 sheep in the barn. She sees more sheep in the field. She sees 78 sheep in all. How many sheep does she see in the field? Well, let's look at our numbers. Haley sees 38 sheep in the barn. I'm going to go ahead and color in that 38 because I know that's where I'm starting. She sees more sheep in the field. We don't know how many, but we do know that she sees 78 sheep in all. Go ahead and circle that 78 because we know that's where Haley stops. I know I have to count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40. Again, I start at 38, 10, 20, 30, 40. How many sheep does she see in the field? 40. How did you use the 100 chart to solve the problem? We counted by tens. Good job. That's going to be your job on the next 2 pages. Okay, on your own, I want you to try page 389 and 390. Good job, boys and girls. Keep up the good work.